Hey there everyone, Hitesh here and welcome to Saturday Live. And yes, it's been a while, really long while. I've been busy, but let's start this new year with this first Saturday Live. And yes, based on your request, I have now created a separate playlist to watch these lives again. So Saturday Live for 2022 are gonna go into separate playlist itself so that you can rewatch it and it doesn't really mess up with the things. So that is all good. I've been chatting with some of you. So yep. Okay, so we can actually zoom this. That's nice. Okay, so let's go. And yep, the live is up here. So hey, hope you are doing good. And you still can hear me and can see me. So I hope that shouldn't be an issue. And it's really cold here, so please don't mind me sipping my hot lemon tea. This feels good. And let's answer some of your questions and stuff. So good evening, Hitesh. Hope you are doing well. Sending you lots of health and happiness to you and your family. Hey, Nishant, thank you so much. I really appreciate your kind words. Thank you so much. Hey Vivek, how are you? How's it going on? I hope things are all good and are going fine with you. And I needed to contact you, but I'll definitely reach you out in some time. It's been a little bit busy, so I'll ping you on WhatsApp. Ranga is here as well, looking cool. Thank you so much. I hope you are doing good as well. Hope the cold is not too much as we have here. Okay, so any idea on ISTO mesh, service mesh? No, still not into cryptos and stuff. I have started to take interest in the blockchain now after the announcement from Mukesh Ambani that he's taking interest, so I should take interest. So that is it. But yes, now I'm taking interest on that. New specs. Yeah, I thought it's New Year, so let's go ahead and get a new specs. It looked decent okay on me, so I thought let's go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so Guruji, you can just call Hitesh as well. My company is advising to write some code in TypeScript in MERN project and also saying to use Webpack. I've already created a video on Webpack and a whole lot of companies actually use the core Webpack. So that is one thing. And TypeScript, yes, you should be writing a lot of TypeScript. It's a good thing, but the only problem with that TypeScript is in some of the project, it's a little bit difficult to find talent on TypeScript. On JavaScript, the entire population is there, but on the TypeScript, it can become a little bit tricky job to find the talent. After a long time, I got notification for Saturday Live. Hey, finally we are back here. AWS Node.js serverless, please few words your side, and Terraform also. So Terraform, definitely it requires a separate video. It's a fantastic thing. And in fact, a lot of people in the DevOps world are now preferring Terraform compared to other alternative solutions, which are available out of the box in Azure as well as in AWS. So Terraform is fantastic tech. And serverless, so far, the majority of the serverless that I have used is actually Node.js based. It's much more easier and it's quick to throw up your serverless functions onto AWS just by that. So whatever the majority that I have used in the serverless is actually Node.js based. Yes, I am aware that I can throw up Java functions and Python functions as well, but I usually prefer to go with the Node.js based. Okay, so Bhaskar says, hi Tesh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. I am from a service-based company working on C#. Can you please suggest which tech stack should I pick up to get into product-based company? These days, if you will switch to Flutter or React Native, it would be much easier to go with. Dheeraj says, Next.js or Gatsby? What to start first? Now, both of them have their own pros and cons that you're going to eventually find out. So both of them are pretty fantastic. Some projects need Gatsby if you are more, because in the Next.js, the styling is a bit challenging. If you want to style and customize the style, and especially if you're storing the style in the database, that it's really challenging to work with the Next.js in that aspect. And Compared to Gatsby, the only downside with the Gatsby, it's a little bit heavily focused on GraphQL, which might be a good thing for your project. So you have to determine that which one is making more sense to you. Is styling the priority, or is working with the GraphQL is priority? So both of them are pretty fantastic. And again, it's going to be a little bit tough to move away. Once you start with the Next.js, you're going to be staying, and you would like to stay there. So my recommendation is go ahead, get started with Next.js, and that's how it is. Okay. I have selected CodeDam and TCS. Where I join, I can help me. CodeDam offer 35K. I have no idea about the CodeDam company. I have not heard. TCS, yes, I have heard. I invest in that company, so that's why I know that. But again, I have no idea. But again, if you are, wherever you are learning more, you should join there. Because once you spend like 2-3 years in the industry, the money is not going to be much of an issue. You will eventually find 35K, 75K, or probably more than that. Initial days, I think you should select the company based on how much you are learning. It doesn't matter if it is 5,000, 15,000, or 50,000. It doesn't really matter. But if you're stuck in a company for a year or two where you are not learning, then even those 50K can be really, really expensive over the time. So yes, new glasses. Yes, thank you so much. We're gonna keep this live till this is up here. Once this hot lemon tea is done, we're gonna be shutting down the live because it's really freaking cold here. It's almost 9 degrees. It is 9 degrees here. React.js course is going great, Hitesh. Hey, thank you so much, and kudos to you. Hairstyle is amazing. Thank you so much. It's just how it is. Okay. Please make video on DSA with JavaScript. I think I've already made in 3 languages itself: Python, C++, and Java in another language. Probably not soon. I'm done with the DSA and stuff. Looks like geek mode is on. Nothing like that. I have actually problem in eyes. I get the dry eye issues if I don't wear specs. These are not power specs, so I surprisingly, touch wood, and I don't have those power specs yet. So but I get the dry eye problem, so I need to keep any kind of glass in between me and screen because I spend a lot of time. So that's why it is. Okay, so thank you so much for the super chat. There's another one. How to use WordPress as backend for mobile apps. It's pretty difficult actually. You can actually use some of the GraphQL plugins and use that as a GraphQL, but using it as a full-fledged database is like really, really tricky, and you shouldn't be doing that. You won't be getting that performance. Rather use some kind of headless CMS or something like that. That is much, much better. Okay, is system design important for Fang level companies? Can you put some light on that? Yes. For the Fang level companies, DSA is important, the competitive programming is important, the system design is important, and you need to understand why it is important. These Fang level companies, their majority of the product is already built, so they don't have to worry about bringing up a new product. Even if they bring out a new product, that product needs to go with millions and millions of users. So for them, a best system design, a system which perform really, really well is much more of a priority for them. And that is why their interview process is always going to remain same. System design, competitive programming, and a really, really good grip on the DSA, because that's what you'll be doing. Even if you write like 10 lines of code that need to be optimized, that is the demand of that company. So it's not nothing against me, against you, or anybody. They're not against anybody. They are looking for talent, but the talent who can actually work in their company, and their work in the company is all related to that. Compare this to all the startups that are bringing their product up right now. They're not that much worried about the data structures and algorithms or system design. They want their product to be up and running as quickly as possible. Once their product will be there for a few years, they will also be looking for data structures and all of that. So understand what is going on. Who made lemon tea? I made it, of course. Who is going to make in my studio? How to manage time? That is $1,000,000 question, man. That is $1,000,000. Django with React.js. I've already made a full course on this one, Django with React.js. So what else do you want to have that? How to improve problem solving? You cannot. You cannot improve problem solving by solving the questions. The problem solving skills only get improved when you solve some real challenges, not the questions. When you build some product, there's a chat application, there's something like Tinder clone, maybe an Amazon, or you're building something massive which every day challenges you to do something different and learn something. That's where your problem solving skills really groom. You can assume that by solving these questions or doing this or that is improving me, but to be honest, it's not that much improving you. These are my personal thought. Again, it might be different on your side, but I personally think when you build something, that's where the real challenge comes up, and real challenge doesn't come with any kind of hack or any kind of tutorial to walk you through. So you have to face it right onwards, and that's how you go on that. Okay. Investment tips for freshers. No, I don't do investment tips, but yes, I am quite invested. Like if you like, not for startups, but these days I just got the notification from the Paytm app that just on 50 lakh rupees of investment in stocks, they now provide you a dedicated stock broker or somebody who can manage your portfolio or something like that. So mere on 50 lakh, they are providing this. So that is a fantastic thing that the startups are doing. Paytm shouldn't be called a startup. They are listed on the stock itself. But I think mere 50 lakh, they are providing this service, which is pretty commendable. I don't have any investment related tips for freshers. I think you should not start. Yeah, this is opposite of that. You should not start investment too early. Like everybody is going to say start investment early and early and early, but I think investing in the stock and everything should come up a little bit later. My first priority is to first get debt free as quickly as possible, whether it is educational loan, home loan, car loan, whatever. Just try to get debt free first. Once you are debt free, you'll start processing things way differently. That is what I usually prefer or advise to everyone. Muthu says, hello Hitesh sir, happy new year, and FindCoder is awesome. Hey, thank you so much. In case you don't know, we launched a platform, findcoder.io. It's an open and free platform where companies can come in and hire any developer that they want. Developer can showcase their portfolio. And currently, tomorrow's job is to take all the feedback that you have given in the repository, add them into the to-do list, and we use Basecamp for managing our journey and whole team management. So we need to iron out a whole lot of bugs in that. So that's what we'll be doing. When you are planning to launch your basketball course, I need a code for that. And first I would love to get started with that. Okay, so Ankush says, hey, looking great in specs. Greetings from Shimla. How's it at Shimla? I am imagining that it's going to be pretty cold there this time. And thank you so much. And take care of your health as well. It's getting pretty cold. What is the process of working under you? No, you don't work under me. You work with me and not under me. So I time to time post this on Instagram, and whenever we have recently hired Prasad just via Instagram chats and all of that. He is currently in the learning phase. I hope he'll take probably 5-6 more days to learn and get brush up, and then he'll be deployed on FindCoder. So we time to time look out for people so that they can help us in building the next thing that we are building. So do you think it is worth to take education loan for masters in CS from Canada? If you love education, there's no if and but. If you really like that, it's not about investment. Don't think education as investment. Like, surely it is an investment. I won't disagree on that point. But I think if you really like education, you really like to learn the stuff that I want to go to Canada and learn from the best teachers there, and this is what I'll be learning there, this is going to be unique, then go ahead, take loan. There is no harm in taking the loan. A loan is always supportive to you. Remix.js looks pretty amazing, and built-in data providers and authentication. Yeah, it's making really good impact. A lot of our team members also want it to explore more. I have stopped them that no, we should not explore it as of now, but surely I'm sure we are going to explore that more. Okay, so Vignesh says, hi Tej. Hi Tej, did go for iced tea? Didn't go for iced tea. Okay, good. I'm into React now. Did your JS, CS, HTML, 4 years banking experience. Analytics skills are my highlighted one. Should I do intern? Yes, you should. And 4 years of banking experience. I think fintech companies can help take a help from you. Fintech companies like Paytm and Razorpay, and there's a whole lot of coming up like Open. A lot of card companies for kids are coming these days. So they can actually take a lot of help from your banking experience, and if you have a bit of code experience as well, maybe you can help them to design a better analytical platform and stuff. So yeah, you should do intern, but on to some of the fintech companies. That should be your goal. Okay, so I'm late. No, not that much. I still got a half glass full of iced tea. Yes, in Shimla it's -3. Goodness. Right now it's snowing outside my home. Tomorrow I will be building snowman. So I know which guy to reach out whenever next time I'm in Shimla. I know this very well. And by the way, in case you don't know, I did a nice, fantastic trip at Bangalore. And again, I received a lot of messages for meetup and stuff, but the COVID situation was rising a lot. So that's why I didn't plan any meetup or something. I think it is much more responsible thing to do. I'm really, truly sorry for that I didn't gathered up or did a meetup or something like that. But I'm okay with that. I think that's a more responsible thing to do. But I did met with a few corporates, and they all loved the Find Coder idea and how we are doing, and they are very much happy to get on board and hire more people from Find Coder. So I think very soon, once we iron out bugs and make this application more polished in the upcoming months, a lot more companies will be onboarded, and then we will have a proper platform where anybody can hire anybody directly, no middleman, direct thing. So I think it's going to be fantastic. Okay, what do you think about fintech company like Paytm and its future? It is available for more than 40% discount than its IPO price. Honestly, I am pro Paytm, and I'll tell you the reason, because I am holding a few good stocks in Paytm as well. A reason for that is I think Paytm is playing a really, really long game. They're still exploring a lot of new market, which is okay. I think, and I'm playing them long game, like 5 years, 10 years, or probably more than that. So yes, I did bought a lot of stocks of Paytm, and I'm holding them, and I'm going to be keep holding them for at least 5 years. I've not seen any shop or any small scale or anybody who doesn't hold any QR code of Paytm. So that is more than enough for me, that the amount of penetration that Paytm has, I don't know, a lot of people don't believe in that. But the only new company that I believe in the recent IPO of last 2-3 years is only the Paytm. I might not like the company, but their business is very, very aggressive. So that is why I think I'm into Paytm. Like if tomorrow Byju's also roll out their stocks, I think everybody should buy that. There is no meaner company than Byju's, and I think they are pro profit makers. I won't be buying Byju stock anyways. So can we get a full Flash JS course on platform with projects and where to practice after learning fundamentals? Also tips on logic building. I already got the JS course. This is more than enough. You shouldn't spend more time on the JavaScript than what I have taught in that course. JavaScript is like, you can do a PhD in that, but you shouldn't be doing that. You should rather be building the project. So once you're done with the JavaScript, move into React, React Native, Angular. These are all JavaScript. And in every single course, like in React, we are building like 8 or 9 apps or 9 projects. And then there is a full-fledged MERN course. So you can write for loop for even 10 days and you'll still be worried that do I know for loop or not. The goal is once you start building the stuff, then it's going to be much better. So again, my idea or my recommendation is that don't worry about logic building, only finish up my JavaScript series, and then you can move on in building the stuff using React Native. Go for that. Don't stay too much long in JavaScript. You'll be there forever. In Jaipur, it is so hard to find non-vegetarian foods. Here exploring Jaipur. You should go into the city area. The Lal Mas is pretty famous in Jaipur. A lot of people are non-vegetarian here, like entire people who are actually the pro-Rajasthan people, like Rajputs. They belong to this Rajasthan actually. This is entirely their land, to be honest. So the Rajputs, they are like hardcore non-vegetarians, and you'll find that pretty much good restaurants here. There are plenty here. Okay, so let's pick up more questions. Okay, I'm building a tech MVP for my internship from my internship money. Pretty cool. Scared? Any suggestion? You should be. You should be. Imagine you're scared with just your internship money. What will happen when people will buy your product? Are they going to be scared too? If you're scared, that's a good thing. You should be scared. This is a good thing. So don't worry. And scaring is a good part. You should be worried that you are building something which is MVP. And with your internship money, with your own money, that is the way to go. So a big shout out to you and whatever your product you are building. I wish you good luck. Keep on building that and struggle. That is a good thing. Struggling is a good thing. Clubhouse. No, I'm not on Clubhouse. Now I have that app installed yet, but not doing much in that. Not getting much time actually. Like you have to hit the gym, then a couple of other things that I do, then learn code online, YouTube tutorials, and now I have started Find Coder. So for initial couple of months, I'll be a little bit busy in the Find Coder stuff. Once that is all stable and good, all the responsibilities are delegated, then I'll get more free time. Yes, sir, it will be a pleasure to meet you. I'm available 24/7 for you. Thank you so much. Anytime. You are my role model. I would love to have you just as a friend. That would be really cool. And probably you can show me some of the hidden places or hidden restaurants or something like gems of Shimla. I would love to be there. Which database I have to use with Next.js or React? There is no such thing as you have to. You can use pretty much anything from Postgres to MySQL to MongoDB to whatever comes to your mind. There is no problem in that. And the good thing is for all the object like non-relational databases, you can go for Mongoose, and for the all relational database, you can go for SQLize. You don't have to like nitpick about MySQL or Postgres. It's just all same for that. Okay, where and how to practice machine coding round. Machine coding round, what is that? I have no idea. Seriously, I need to, either I'm not getting it, like is it machine learning coding round or machine coding? Like I have no idea. No idea, seriously, not clicking it right now. Okay, so let's pick up more of the questions. There are some super chat. From Situation Insights. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Got backend internship in Golang, learned from your course. Make some new course, wanna do internship in different domain too. I'll definitely try that, but really happy that you have enjoyed the Golang series and you have finished it. Only a handful of people have finished it, and now all views that I'm getting on Golang is from outside of India. Literally nobody in India is watching that series, and I'm getting from Netherlands, from Poland, from USA, from Australia. Everybody is watching that series. Yes, but nobody's watching it here in India. Surprised with that. Have you watched Internet's Own Boy documentary? Yeah, long ago. Like that is really old. Or probably I watched it at that time when it almost came out. Yeah. Okay, so hi Hitesh, I have got a 2 full-time offer in a pre-final year only of BTech, and that too just on the basis of development, no DSA asked anywhere. Yeah, that's good. Again, I told you, DSA is not bad. It is a requirement. It is essential, but it depends on where you are applying and from where you are getting these offers. Amazon, Flipkart, Paytm, their product is built. They need performance. They need optimization. So they will ask you DSA question. Companies which are new, their product is getting rolled out just right now, or they are in the funding phase, they won't be asking you too much of these DSA. So it is not, I'm seeing this vibe a lot these days that we are pro DSA or we are against DSA. It is not like that. It is almost like saying I am with JavaScript or I am against JavaScript. No, it is not like that. They have their purpose. Understand, never love the tool. Understand the aspect of what they are doing. So that's all I can say to you. Any course on Java Spring Boot at LCO? Not yet. Maybe in future. Who knows? How to host a React or Next.js website, sir? By the way, love your content. It's pretty simple. Just create an account on either Netlify or Vercel. Both of them are pretty same. Push your code to GitHub and link it up via Netlify or Vercel. These are website, netlify.com and vercel.com. Create an account, link up your GitHub, push all the code to the React, and that's pretty much it. Hosting React app is not even worth making a tutorial. Should I make it? Like, if you're asking this, I think there might be enough of people who don't know how to host a React app. So I think I should make a video on that. See, the problem is sometimes I think it is too much basic to do. I think everybody knows it. And then I realize, yeah, there are new people who should know this and I should make a video on this, and eventually I make that. I still remember one of the video where I showed how to install Node.js or how to install Chocolatey. A lot of people said, hey, why are you doing this? This is so much of the basic. And then I see a lot of views on those videos as well that, yeah, somebody is watching it, somebody was in trouble, and these video helped somebody. Yeah, the videos are there on machine learning and how to make a full-fledged backend or all of that, APIs and stuff. But we should, at least for me, I should never forget that there is always a beginner who is trying to learn something, and it might be trouble for him, and my videos can help him. So yeah, I should do that. What is your company name? Which one you are asking, my friend? Which one? I have few of them, so you need to be specific which one you are asking for. Thanks for the reply. Last question, Remix or Next.js? If you are building your admin panel or super admin panel or something like SaaS, then obviously Replay? No, not, yeah, Remix. So Remix would be there in that case. Otherwise, I'm still on Next.js side. Can we get a course on microservices, serverless, RabbitMQ with Node.js? Yes, serverless, I've already built a course on that. Like, it's not usage of serverless, it's about more understanding the architecture and how to do serverless kind of a things, basics. That's freely available on Learn Code Online. RabbitMQ I haven't touched. First, I'll roll out a few videos. They are actually in my to-do list, RabbitMQ. But then I realize it's a too advanced of a topic. Probably just 100 people are going to watch it. But still, I'll do that. Came after exercising and was watching your live from bathroom. I didn't ask for this much of details. Tried Rajasthani food in Chokidhani. Loved it. Hey, they serve really nice food. I also enjoy them sometimes. Sometimes I go there and I enjoy it. They are really nice. What is your company name, where you work? Again, I'm telling you, you need to be specific which company you are talking about, my IT company or the new company which I have registered for the Fine Coder, or my offline company that you are talking about, or where do you work? I work in all of them. That's how things run. I have to work on YouTube as well. I have to work on contracts as well. So everywhere I work. Sir, why do you hate Java? I don't hate anything, my friend. I don't hate. Just because I don't work in certain technology doesn't mean I hate them. I don't work in Rust doesn't mean I hate it. It's been like 2-3 years I haven't worked in Swift, so doesn't mean I hate it. I just didn't got time to explore that language more. Tomorrow, if the project comes up and it's a pretty high paid project for Java, I would love Java. There is no such biasness. Okay, hi sir, I'm working as a web dev for 3 years, but I'm so confused that if I love coding or not, because sometimes I love it and sometimes if I stick in the problem I hate it. That means you love it. If you would have hated it, you would have already left it. You didn't, so that means you love it. And yes, every once in a while everybody questions their existence, that why they are in programming, they are not able to solve this much a problem. This happens to everyone. Even when I was in Bangalore, I talked to one of my senior. I worked under him for quite a long time and have a quite good bonding with him. He rejected an offer recently from Uber and joined a startup. So again, he also questions his existence and his code skills. So if he does that, we are nobody. Okay, so Ayush says, doing your backend course, had to drop out of college, sad. Any tip for starting out in tech, interested in Web3, VR development, job, freelancing? First, I would say give it one more attempt if you can finish your college. I, to be honest, don't want to see that India is becoming a United States where everybody is dropping out again and then we have a shortage of engineers and all of that. And again, I don't want that to happen. But again, if you have dropped out due to some strong reasons and you cannot continue there, that's fine. Then finish up the backend course. You might be interested in the latest tech like Web3 and VR, but the jobs in those heavy end technologies or the latest bleeding edge tech is comparatively less. So you might want to finish up the backend course and you'll easily get job after those skills. These are pretty high skills. Okay, so Vignesh says, referring your reply, should I go for management or coding related work? Given I'm interested in coding through experience in banking, I have eye on salary too. Everybody has an eye on salary too, nothing bad in that. Okay, so let me bring that back. Okay, should I go for management or coding related work? My advice, go for coding related work. Management, you can choose any time in the day, because once you are done with coding, you don't like it, you obviously are going to go into management role. But I personally think as long as you can stay in the coding roles, you should. This is another level of experience. Your views on employment bond in a company. Almost every company has a bond. Some call it as bond, some call it as joining fees or joining bonus. So there is always some kind of bond. Some call it bond, some call it with other names, but there is always a bond. Everybody needs at least 1 year of guarantee that you're going to be staying here and you'll be working for the company so that they can invest on you, give some time to you or something. This is really a funny super chat of 32. Thank you so much. Okay, there's another super chat. There we go, found it. Okay, hi Hitesh. Sir, I'm working on AWS Cloud Engineer and Certified SAA. Kindly suggest career growth apart from Devops. What next step? I think the very obvious next step for you is to move into containerization. You can choose Containerd, Docker, Pod, whatever suits you, and move into Kubernetes. That is the next ideal step for you. That is really, and you're going to enjoy that a lot. Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible. You should refer to blog.learncodeonline.in. We have like fantastic article written by some of the extreme pro of the industries on a global scale. That guy is managing over 700 machines, 800 machines at a time on the cloud infrastructure. He's really a pro grade into that. I learned so much from him. I stayed at his home, so I learned insane amount of knowledge in those days. I'm still reading a couple of books that he gave me. So I think you should move into a containerization system, Kubernetes, and try to give more exams on Kubernetes or something. That is absolutely the next thing that you should go for. Nothing else. Okay, so I think your React Native course is outdated. What do you think? No, it is not. I recently revamped it. I think you are enrolled in the older version of it. I have two versions of React Native course. The latest one is, I guess, $399 or something. That is absolutely latest. That is not at all even tiny bit outdated. So I refresh all these courses from time to time. Okay, Forrest says, I'm 32-year-old with no coding experience. Are bug bounty courses worth it? Yeah, Bug bounty is pretty much easier to pick up compared to coding. I don't enjoy bug bounty or these stuff. I enjoy more in coding, but they require less amount of coding knowledge, and it's pretty much easier to pick on with. So yeah, bug bounty courses actually, they do work. Okay, how much time it should take to complete your pro backend course? As much as you need. That's why I call them a self-paced course. See, it's not a matter of I should finish it in 30 days or 2 weeks or 7 weeks. It's not about that. How many times you should watch the video so that you can get it. That's the whole gist of it. Watch it as many times as you are comfortable with it, build something with it, follow the code along, and that's how it should take. And how much time you're giving up daily, that's up to you. Okay, so there's a nice super chat. Okay, I'm 32-year-old. Yeah, we have already talked this one. Yeah, the bug bounty courses are worth it. And there's another one. Video game controller possesses critical hit. Okay, this is not a comment from him. This is actually a sticker. Somehow the software that I use is not equipped in showing the stickers, but rather it translates the entire sticker of how it sees. So again, ignore that. That is a super chat from Rishikesh. So thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so there's another couple of super chat. Let's take them on board. Yeah, this is the one. So first we're going to take this one. Hi sir, I am 3-year experience with Java, JavaScript, React, JS, Angular, pretty solid start, etc. But I'm unable to switch, and it's almost 2 years now. I'm unable to work with Java. So is it, okay, where is it? So is it like I wasted 3 years? I'm not able to switch. No man, no, nothing like you have wasted. Every day that you have written the code is worth spending, because it's not about your experience in a particular language. You now know how to solve the problem, how to architecture an application, the basic overview of development, APIs, and whatever you are building. So no code is a waste code. Even if you are writing just the basic, it is worth it. So first, no, you haven't wasted even a single day. That is all worth it. And you are not able to switch because probably you are not applying, or your project is a little bit dried up so that anybody can actually come and see. So spend your weekend in building something more and complex in React and stuff, because more people need to see your work, and apply back to back. Because when I moved into Bangalore, I saw that there is so much of need of developers out there. Every company you walk in, they are ready to hire you if you have the enough skill sets and you have built something in that. So again, I would say there is no shortage of job from my perspective, or from my side of the table. If you see, there's plethora of hiring opportunities available in almost all of the cities. Okay, so again, nice super chat 101. Struggling with TensorFlow Lite to build a hot word classification model. Any suggestion on where to get started in terms of ML, a React developer? TensorFlow Lite, TensorFlow JS, these are some of the things. I should be making up a series. I don't know what is striking you there. Again, I have a decent experience in machine learning and the TensorFlow as well. It's not that much hard. I would personally recommend to dive deep into the documentation again. But if you can just explore or message me that what exactly the problem you're facing, maybe I can help you in picking the point that where you are missing or something. And any suggestion on where to get started in terms of ML? See, as a React developer, you are heavy on JavaScript. I do understand that part. But if you truly want to understand the in-depth of machine learning, even the application part of machine learning, you have to get started with Python, because that's where the clarity comes up. And once you have that clarity, then even if you move into TensorFlow JS or something like that, it's going to help you much more. So I know it's an unknown territory that I'm asking you to move in, but start with Python a little bit, explore the Python side of machine learning a little bit more, like these basic packages, NumPy, Pandas, and TensorFlow and all of that. You will be much more comfortable there in that, if machine learning is the goal that you are looking up for. Exploring this entirely with just JavaScript, it is good at some aspect, but not all aspect. If you really want to go in depth, that's how it goes in. How you were able to stay away from a coffee addiction as a programmer? Probably with gym. I don't need coffee that much. I drink coffee, it's not like I don't, but as occasional with somebody in the meeting or something like that. I prefer hot lemon tea. In winters only, otherwise still in some of the winters I drink iced tea. But now I'm taking care of my throat because I'm recording a crash course these days. It's still going to take probably 2 more days. This time I'm bumping up the quality of the crash course. So something that you probably have never, I don't want to make this much of big promises, but this is something next level of quality that you are going to see on the channel, and especially that comes up onto an Indian channel. This is going to set a lot of benchmark to a lot of people that this is how the quality can be upgraded. I don't want to do over promising here, but yeah, I'm working really hard on that. Thank you so much for the super chat. And there's another one. From where do you learn new technologies? Usually documentation, and a lot of help actually comes from the past experience, because since I know how to develop APIs now, if I have to develop API in Nest.js or Next.js or through the Express or in Golang or maybe even in Java, the core principle and the concept are same, the validations are almost the same. It's just the syntax of loops and functions that changes a little bit. So it takes a little bit of those syntax to get around, but after a few days, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. Okay, so moving on. Is it good to shift from React to Vue? Not really. I haven't used Vue, or I haven't seen anybody used Vue in such major complex application. So I wouldn't say, like, if you want to move, or if you got bored from React, move into Next.js. That is going to be much more like fun for you, or move entirely into the backend. I personally would recommend to move into backend instead of moving into Vue. Or if you want to stay in the front end only, explore more libraries like Tailwind or Chakra, or go into Next.js. Vue, you can learn it as a fun, but yeah, I didn't enjoy Vue that much in the production, at least. In the tutorial, it's really fun, but in production, it's not that much. What was the name of the blog that you referred? It's pretty easy. Just search for learncodeonline.in, and then there is a blog section there. And you're going to see, you can follow that guy on LinkedIn or Twitter. He's pretty active there. I'm not active on Twitter. Just look for learncodeonline.in and move into blog section. You are looking like my account teacher. I can manage accounts. No problem in that. If the account is good enough, or is the account is big enough, not the smaller ones. Hi Tesh, able to crack Vue from last, and now just purchase AWS from LCO, but stuck in the sequence of DB, S3, Lambda, and Node. Please guide me a roadmap. I recommend you highly to follow the structure of the AWS course at LCO. Leave everything first and just follow that. That is really highly structured course, and I do have an expertise in structuring the courses into followable manner. I have done that years for some publishers as well, and I do that for my courses as well. So leave everything and just go into that part. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so another super chat. I have worked with Python, Django before, got to learn those NumPy, pandas, etc. I guess. Yes, perfect. You are absolutely on perfect path. You since already know Python and Django. I think within few weeks, you will be able to pick up NumPy and pandas. They are not too much of a hard libraries to understand. I think within weeks, you will be able to pick them up. And once you're done with that, then move into TensorFlow, the Python side of it, and you will be able to explore it, and whatever you want to are trying to do, you'll be getting there. So I think you are on a perfect path. No problem there. New camera? No, not new camera. But yeah, I use the Canon R series, so it's almost kind of a new, but I've been using it from last year, so that is it. Okay, let's move on. Can you give me some tips to learn DevOps? Tips. How about if I make a roadmap for DevOps? That would be cool. Don't you think so? Yeah, I think. Because that is already there in my to-do list. So I think I can modify the name and I can create a roadmap for the DevOps. That would be much, much better and helpful for everyone. What does it mean by code fat gaya in software industry? Code never goes break or code never misbehaves. This is the line exactly we use whenever code get bonkers. So I still use this. Entirety of my team uses this. I even taught this to some of the French engineers who were working with me at one of the project. So this is how I always talk. Code never goes bonkers. This is how I use it always. Okay, so nice question. Weber says, hi, as I am in class 11, I know web dev full stack and currently learning React Native. Can you please guide me? Yes, of course. I would love to guide you a little bit more. See, you're learning code. That is fantastic. That is good. And you have already learned technologies like React, React Native, Backend. That is fantastic. But please, for God's sake, please, don't compromise your studies. These code and everything, these will look fantastic. They're very lucrative, so much amazing. You might even get sometimes a feeling that I can work for some company and even drop out from school. Please don't do that. That would be the saddest moment for me. Please don't do that. My only guide for you is keep your studies as your priorities. These technologies are here and are gonna be here for the next 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, whatever you name them. Their name might change. Their architecture might change, but some of them are going to be there. So don't compromise your studies. So please don't do that. I know it's really lucrative. Some of the companies are even approaching these school kids that, hey, join us, we'll give you a job guarantee and you don't have to waste money in college. No, you shouldn't. You should study. It's important for you. Okay, so please see the super chat. I'm seeing all the super chat. As soon as you send the super chat, YouTube actually pins it at the top and you can also see that. So I'm seeing all of it, hopefully. Rust or Go, which is better for WebAssembly? WebAssembly these days, Rust is getting much more popular. But again, Go is a language which is much more friendlier in the cloud domain itself. And it performs really fantastic on multi-machine architectures and all of that, and multi-threading and all of that. Rust is also catching a lot of attention. It's a fantastic language. I'm not yet in a phase of saying much about the Rust unless I truly understand the language myself. For Go, I really do understand it pretty well. I created the entire series, so I understand it pretty well. And I really like the idea that how in the Go, like for example, in Java, whenever you need multi-threads, you are dependent on OS. That OS will give you the threads whenever these threads are free, and still is going to take care a lot about the memory management. In the Go, you handle everything. So you have to log the memory, you have to log the access and all of that. So a lot of control is given to you from the OS. That is a big power. Okay, so another super chat. Hi Tesh, Asit here. Hey Asit, how are you? Having around 12 years of web dev and maintenance experience in ASP.NET C# jQuery, please suggest tech stack roadmap from a job switch perspective. MERN, absolutely. That's what I was about to say. Go with the MERN, brush up your JavaScript. I think it shouldn't take to you like more than 3 days to brush up your JavaScript skill. You don't need to brush up too much. You're already pro in jQuery. I think I would personally recommend you to jump directly into my React.js course and go it with like 2x speed or something and build all the project that I have already built there that are going to help you a lot more. And if you're feeling more comfortable, won't recommend that like 100%, but you can directly jump into my MERN course as well. But I think jumping into the React course and then the Pro Backend course is more than enough for you. These two courses are more than enough. It's going to cost you like what? Under 600, 700 rupees, both courses, very affordable. So I think these two courses are more than enough for you to switch. We have 12 years of experience. That is already a pro grade experience. So I think That's all you need. A React course and a pro backend in the JavaScript, and you're all set to get those fancy pay in the Bangalore or Hyderabad or something like that. Don't you like gaming chairs? Again, I'm saying you, just because I don't have something doesn't mean I hate that. I'm happy with this basic chair, so I'm happy with that. It's not like I don't like it. If somebody is going to give me, I would absolutely love it. But I'm happy with the current chair. I don't buy too much stuff, to be honest. I have just 2 jeans. I have just like 2 shoes, not like 1 pair of shoes. 2 pairs of shoes, sorry, and I have just 1 pair of jeans, and I have just 5 or 6 t-shirts, and I don't really buy too much of the stuff. Gadgets, I'm guilty as charged, I buy them a lot, but these chairs and tables and shoes and jeanses, they don't impress me. I would prefer any day to buy stocks than buying an expensive chair or expensive something like that. No, I'm done with those. Like, there's an age of doing the things. I'm out of that age, so I prefer now on to different kind of investment. There's a super chat from Yogita. I see a lot of your emails. Some I miss, but some I check. Prayers to Tirupati Balaji developers stay out of trouble. Those contributed to open source community facing financial crisis, if any. Thank you so much for your wishes. And yes, that was a very, very serious topic that I addressed. About the another side of the open source. I hope somebody watched that video. Few of you did, but share this video in your group so that more people can actually see the other side of it. What is the best among the cloud for future? AWS, Azure, GCP. All of them are hell expensive. Absolutely expensive clouds. Nowadays, people are moving more into the bare metal and trying to install their own Kubernetes and stuff like that. But to be honest, as of now, if you'll ask me to pick any one of them, I would any day pick AWS because I'm most comfortable in that, and entire industry is much more comfortable in that. Is AWS expensive? Yeah, a lot expensive in the initial days. For initial application, I don't even recommend to use AWS. I recommend to go on to Linode or some kind of bare metal. You can get just a machine. That's what I recommend. Instead of cloud, go for that. Okay, so yes says, yeah, I also learned coding during my school, but never gave it much more priority than my studies, and now I feel good on that, my decision. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Eventually, in the long run, you are going to feel much, much better in that. Which crash course are you planning to launch? Sorry, I don't reveal ever what courses I'm currently working on, because I like to make announcement once I'm done with the thing. So I'm not done with the crash course yet. Once I'm done and finished, I'm 50% done. So once I'm done with that, I will definitely roll it out. It's going to come up on YouTube. Again, 1 video a day because it's a little bit of a longer of a crash course than I planned it up. But yeah, definitely it's going to come up soon. And I'm very, very excited about the quality that I have bumped here. This is going to be a fantastic in the next level of video and audio quality that you have ever seen. It's going to be really, really tough to watch any other videos after this quality that you're going to see. Yeah, these are the super chats that I usually miss because I don't know why, but YouTube doesn't hang these super chats up at the top. So those at the top are easy to see, but these are missed. Your views on Web 3.0. I think it's baking in nicely and it's going to take some time. We have just closed the door of oven. It's baking in and hopefully it's going to bake in nicely. Shall I follow Android dev on LCO, Java versus Kotlin? I would any day prefer that go with Java. Kotlin, you can eventually move on, but learning to build Android, if that is your goal, with Java would be the preference. Okay, so sure, sir. I'm from Shimla. From my birth, it's 23 years now. So you know pretty well Shimla. So I would love to be there. Hopefully the restrictions are gonna be up. This Thanos virus is gonna be gone soon, and then we'll be able to do this. Okay, so this is interesting. Which is best to learn in 2022, Swift UI or UI Kit? Swift UI. Yes, this is the future now. Swift UI. Okay, so how to learn web development from tier 3 college. Pretty simple. Go to learncodeonline.in and learn and explore whatever you like to learn. I don't think there can be anything much more affordable than here. So, and quality, of course. So go ahead and learn from there. Why don't you try to make blockchain course? I don't try. Once I set my mind, I'm gonna make the blockchain course once I get decided with that. So it's not like I try. I just get the deal done. So once I get enough interest in the blockchain, you're gonna find a course on the blockchain. I haven't got the interest, that much interest yet. Just the exploratory interest that what this is and how to proceed, that's it. Nothing too much. Why LCO Pro doesn't have a dashboard kind of thing which shows enrolled courses? We actually messed up the LCO Pro quite badly. To be honest, we lost a big amount of money in the LCO Pro. Not really proud on that decision. It's not working out the way we expected it to be. So now we are taking another look on the LCO Pro, that how we can make it a little bit better and make it viable for us. Currently, I don't know how long the LCO Pro is going to be there, but again, of course, all the users who have taken, they are going to continue enjoying the services. But we took a pretty heavy hit in the LCO Pro money wise. So now we are looking at it from a different perspective and trying to see that how we can make it better. So all these things like having a proper dashboard and thing, they were all step 2 of moving into that. But we got a big hit, big blow, like kind of a, we got the upper hook in that. Hopefully we'll be able to do this better this time. Thank you for the AWS course on system design. Hopefully soon in the future. But I guess it's almost a year, almost a 1 hour, not year, almost a 1 hour long stuff. How to join offline bootcamp? Nothing is happening offline, man. Nothing is happening offline. No movies, no bootcamps, no colleges. Nothing is happening offline. The world has moved online, man. You have to also move online. Everything is online now. Okay, FindCoder.io versus Naukri. Very different. Naukri, you just see job posting. Have you seen any job posting at FindCoder? No, we don't. It's a different take on job market with the portfolio. So I don't think it's fair to compare it with Naukri. And also it's just for coders only. Okay, so guess we need to call this a day. It's really getting cold, so I should be getting in my bed now. Otherwise, I need to record the half of the crash course again. I don't want to get something. Are you active on Twitter? Not even a tiny bit. I haven't opened up my account in a long time. Okay, I don't check Twitter. I don't open it up. I haven't seen any interest in there. Okay, so that's all what we'll be doing. Make sure you also take care of your health. Thanos virus is spreading quite a lot, so take care of that as well. Take care of your family. Don't get stressed out. Keep on smiling. The world is really big and it's going to give you a lot of opportunities. Probably today it's not giving you much, but tomorrow they are going to be coming up. So that's it for this one. And thank you so much for joining in. And for those who missed it out, you can send them the link so that they can watch it later on as well. And that's it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the weekend and bye-bye.